Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is your co host, Ernie. And on top of the desk is his faithful companion. Ernie calls him the rubber ducky. The rest of us on Sports News Review call him Felix. Alrighty. It's it's been a week since we did the last edition of World Sports News with Ernie. And right now, we're going to start our first sports news item, Ernie, and it's going to be, once again, netball, women's, England and Australia. Once again, Ernie, I didn't look up the see if there's the men's right, because it's hard enough for me to do a program. And I mean, as you can see, I got new stories up and boards changed. And it's looking up all the info, make sure it's all correct, Ernie. And like right now, uh, trying to find the playoffs because we're gonna go to England first, and it's gonna be round 12. Right now, it's round 12 score. I'm going to give out the round 12 results of 14 rounds. So I'll hit pause and put a board up, the scores. All right, Ernie. I tried to find the scores on my phone because you know what, Ernie? I just want to make sure I got the correct scores. Once again, because I did these boards earlier a couple of days ago, and sometimes weird things happen, and sometimes the score actually changes on you. But this has been pretty stable now. It's been pretty good. It's just one glitch, and remember, I'll keep remembering it. Okay, so first game we got the Loughborough Lightning 62, the Nottingham Forest 66. Now I'm gonna look at my tablet here. I'm sorry, the not the tablet, the board I wrote on. The Loughborough Lightning are in second place, and yes, they are 9-3 with 29 points. Now, and you're looking at the Nottingham Forest. They're on the outside in fifth place at 6-6 with 19 points. And yeah, I mean, first thing I'm gonna say, Ernie, is that the Mavericks. Well, okay, so like this is the scenario for Nottingham Forest. Okay, they're 6 points behind. Okay, is it 6 point? No, wait, they got 19 points. I made a mistake. The London Mavericks have 24 points. Nottingham Forest has 19. So sorry, Ernie. I'm going to correctly say it now that they're down 5 points, Ernie. So what would need to happen for them to go ahead of the London Mavericks is uh, the next game. The London Mavericks must lose, and the Nottingham Forest has to win their next two. And they got to lose both games, Nottingham Forest. The remaining two games, and Nottingham Forest and has to win both games regardless. But if if the London Mavericks win one game out of two, yeah, the Nottingham Forest it'd be 27 points, and there's no way for Nottingham Forest to catch up. So yeah, that's the last of the playoff scenario pretty well. The other top three, you got I'll talk about them when I get to the scores. Okay, so that was the first game. We'll do the second game, Ernie. The London Pulse 73 and the Leeds Rhinos 50. Of course, I'm not going to be hard on the Leeds Rhinos and say the obvious. Well, Ernie, it's going to come out the obvious when you say the Leeds Rhinos, like just they're just looking like okay, we got to regroup, and next season they're pretty, they know they got to be limited. They're looking at Leeds. Okay, so we're looking at the Leeds Rhinos here, and to me, I think they're limited. I didn't even put up their. Yeah, I mean, like, there's just what was their? I should have put up their. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, Ernie, is hit pause to look at the standings. Alrighty, Ernie, I got the standings now on the phone here. It's an old phone I'm going to use now as a like mini tablet. Okay, because the tablet I'm using for the script. Okay, so The Leeds Rhinos. I got their schedule, the score up here. I don't know. I was gonna say schedule almost. I almost said schedule. I don't even know why. Okay, so Leeds Rhinos, and yes, 9 point. I think it's 9 points they got. Yeah, 9 points is their total. And yeah, I mean, like they're eliminating Ernie. They're two more games, and Ernie is like sorry to see them like not playing the second round. Yeah, but he wants everyone to play in the second round. But Ernie, we went through this over, and Felix will explain it to you once again. I know the season has to come to an end. You can't. They can't play for. It's just no one can play for like year round. It just would it would mentally, especially the team, the highs and the lows. Just it's just too much adrenaline flow for the for it's it's just it's the physicality of it. I mean, yeah, I mean, so there has to be playoffs, and we have to move on to the next. But like everybody's gonna have fun trying to, the whole point is the competition, and so we go to our next, go to the London Pulse, which is doing really well because they are the first place team. The London Pulse, 10 wins, 2 losses, and an extra point. So they got an extra point in one of their 2 losses. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, 3 points each, 30, 10 wins with the extra point, 31. Yeah, London Pulse, first place. Okay, that's not guaranteed first place because the Lowborough Lightning, second place. Wait, we're not at the Lowborough Lightning. We just done it. Okay, we didn't mention Lowborough Lightning. We should have mentioned Lowborough Lightning because they are in second place and they still couldn't get up there is easy. Okay, for 3 points behind. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only 2 points. 2 points behind. So a London Pulse law. If the London Pulse lose and the Loughborough Lightning win, that gives the Loughborough Lightning. Oh wait, yeah, 32 points. See, they will come in first place. I mean, there's still a lot of positioning at the end. I mean, there's okay. I can't wait to get to the fixtures, but we gotta get to this first. Okay, so then the next game was the Manchester Thunder 59, Cardiff Dragons 54. Let's see, the Manchester Thunder. Yeah, I mean, the Manchester Thunder really, really need this. I mean, the Cardiff Dragons. Okay, I can give you their record, Ernie, and I know it's not something they wanted, but yeah, I mean, like they got like a total of they only got a total of 5 points, Ernie, and yeah, so they're let's see, what are the can't see the should be yeah right here 1-11, Ernie, 1-11. Yeah, I mean then they got extra points in their losses for staying competitive. I guess that has got to be the extra point thing for staying competitive, but. Yeah, they're got Ernie. There are going to be like 2 games left, but yeah, you know, uh, we're looking. But the Manchester Thunder, Ernie, they need they just like look at 28 points, third place. They first place is still to be determined mathematically. Ernie, it's not about like London Pulse is favored, possibly. And this is this is like, oh no, see, this is the kind of talk that Felix loves hearing, like favored, and they're all buzzwords, Ernie, that Felix loves. Like right now, I didn't. It's I mean, I'm just talking about like the teams here, Ernie. I'm not gambling. It's not about gambling here. But Felix wants to bring in the odds and all that. I'm like, no, I don't know. You know how hard it is to find all these odds and yeah, right. And for this, yeah, I mean, it's hard enough to get the scores, and it's I really don't want to go on I really don't want to go on betting pages in England to check the score. No, I'm good, Felix, and don't worry, Ernie. I won't be doing betting scores tablets on. Uh, yeah, netball because I'm having enough time just figuring it all out and trying to get the prognostication for fun here. Okay, now with all that, Ernie, because we're on the Cardiff Dragons, and when there's no point. But the Manchester Thunder, we can, we gotta get to the fixtures. I really want to talk about the Manchester Thunder's possibilities. Still path. There's still a path for the Manchester Thunder to go to first place at 28 points. It's a possibility. Okay, based on Loughborough Lightning and okay, well we'll get to that on the next one. Okay, so sorry about that. Ernie. And then you got the Birmingham Panthers, and it's 67. I mean, that's a 67, and the London Mavericks 69. I mean, the London Mavericks are in fourth place, so I mean, the Birmingham Panthers were really trying, and that's probably they probably got an extra point on it. They probably get that point, Ernie, for like because it's a close game. I guess you get the point. I mean, I mean, that's not a score that I wanted to see if I'm the Loughborough. Sorry, Loughborough, London Mavericks. If I'm a London Mavericks fan, I'm kind of like, well, yikes. I mean, the game was won. Let's leave it at that. But and then they're gonna throw in butts. But it's always gonna be a butt. Like should have won by a little bit more just to kind of state a very good statement win. But it's still a good win because I mean, the Birmingham. You look at the Birmingham Panther players, Ernie. They got that would be like the three games left when it was this. Two left now, but this would have been like okay, a player on the Birmingham Panthers saying to themselves in the locker room before the game starts, okay, I got there's three games left, and yeah, I mean, like I want to play next year, and I'm going to show, and that's why it was such a close score. Or else they just don't want to give up on themselves to be on the team next season by not having a good effort out there. I mean, it just should show. Wait, you're supposed to, a player's supposed to be like a starter, and it's like what, like there's no guarantee spots next season. Who I don't think I don't know how many players are more than 1 year contracts in this kind of league. I mean, it's a league where it's definitely going to be getting it's the have and have nots. My opinion in this kind of league is the have and have nots of who's got multi-year contracts and who doesn't. It's not about the level of money because there's not going to be a high level of money per player, Ernie. It's mostly just like multi-year contracts. Well, that's all a person wants is multi-year contracts to like have like like you're very good players getting a 5 year contract. It's like wow, they feel so good that they got a place to be for 5 years playing, and it's not like a lot of players maybe on a 1 year tryout, and I could imagine how many Birmingham. I just could guess. I don't even know. I don't even guess, but how many Birmingham Panther players are on a 1 year contract? And it could be a lot. I don't see myself. Let's see. I'm going to start this new league, a new team, the Birmingham Panthers, and yeah, I'm going to sign people a 10 year contract. 10 years, 10 years, everybody, 10 years, fully guaranteed. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I like to be totally bankrupt because where's the money coming in? It's hard. I mean, it's like it's going to be hard to like you can't. So, anyways, Ernie, but that's just the way the world works, Ernie. Okay, so got all the scores up, and now I'm going to do the round. It's going to get to the next round here. Okay, this is where. Okay, oh gosh, I got to remember how to. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next round here. Okay, where is. Okay, it's going to be round 13. And the first game is going to be Nottingham Forest and the Birmingham Panthers. Okay, okay, folks. Ernie, Okay, not let me make sure. I want to make sure. I'm like 100% sure that this is the correct schedule here. Okay, round 13: Nottingham Forest, Birmingham Panthers. Okay, that's exactly what the doctor would have ordered for the team called the Nottingham Forest, who are on the outside looking in for the playoffs against a team that just like is totally just playing for spots next year. And they're gonna say that's a dangerous team because look, they only lost by 2 points. So, oh, something fell. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Maybe I should just put it on your desk, right? No, it wouldn't work anyways. Oh boy, it's the mechanical. It's how do you call it? The Yeah, I mean, like okay, we're done with the scores. Okay, we're done with the scores. All right, yeah, yeah, that didn't work. Tape didn't hold out pretty good. Okay, so well, that was kind of a blooper. No one got hurt. Somehow it didn't land on the desk and hit you. That would have looked awful. I would have to do the show over. And I couldn't. Everybody. I would have to say these guys would have to. Ernie would have went to the hospital, and Felix would have went. I would have brought him to the vet. I mean, it would have looked bad, especially if it knocked Felix off the desk. That would have looked really bad. I would have to do another show, Ernie. There's no way I could show that. There's no way I could show that. I couldn't do it. It's just so. I wouldn't want a small child to come across the YouTube channel looking at puppets, and then seeing one of them fall off the desk and the other one getting knocked over, like Ernie getting knocked over, and Felix going flying off the desk. It's kind of like adults can handle it, but not a small child. And I'm talking like you know what I mean, Ernie. Okay, so gosh, I lost track of it. We were on the fixtures, and yeah, we were talking about the London Mavericks, and of course, yeah, I mean, like yeah, the London Mavericks are playing the Birmingham Panthers because you know what, Ernie? I love doing this now because it's learning good memory. Okay, so yeah, I mean that is a game to watch. If you're gonna watch any, which is hard once again, the viewing. I don't know how to get the viewing in, and I don't know. Let's see. It's not gonna be streaming on free on. They're not gonna stream it for free on YouTube. So viewing is gonna be. I don't know. It's hard. Once again, in Canada, we just we just in Canada, you could just hope that you put it on the sports channels and a possibility. But there's so many, with the sports on this side of the globe to compete with now. The MSL soccer's, the CFL footballs are coming for the TSNs, the baseball they just I can't all those channels and they can't devote one channel to because there's one of them is West. I don't know. They just it could be on sport. Maybe it's on I no. There's no chance it's on Sportsnet World. They usually just do soccer. So yeah, I mean, it's English league football, as they say. We call it soccer here on this side of the globe. And yeah, I mean, so well, that's a good game. And then there's let's see the implications for the other teams. There's still still good because okay, that was the Lowborough Lightning and the Mavericks. Okay, Lowborough Lightning and Mavericks. Okay, okay, I got the score too. I got the score. Lowborough. Okay, Lowborough Lightning. That was the 62. They lost to the Nottingham Forest. That was. Did I mention that Nottingham Forest? That was a big win over the Lowborough Lightning. I forgot to mention that. I totally forgot to mention or acknowledge that Nottingham Forest won their game against Loughborough Lightning. That was Loughborough Lightning 62, Nottingham Forest 66. And last week I said if Nottingham Forest wins, I'm gonna highlight the game. I totally forgot that. that was a that was a huge win for Nottingham Forest. That just gave them such a boost for their season, Ernie. It's just or maybe I did mention it. I don't know. I'm gonna when I play it back, and if I mentioned it already, I'm gonna say, you know what? I wanted to cover the bases. I wanted to make sure people seen the Loughborough Lightning and Nottingham Forest game. I acknowledge that that was a big win for Nottingham Forest. I didn't no comment saying I forgot that. I forgot the Nottingham Forest big win because it's right there. It's right there. I can rewind it. And you never know, maybe it's twice. Okay, so with that, Ernie. Okay, sorry to go back to that game. I mean, I'm all over the place because I'm doing the next one, the prognostication, the Lightning and the Mavericks, and look at yeah, big game here for Lightning and Mavericks. Okay, that's a big game. That is a must. I'd want to watch that game because remember the playoffs are very short. Because it's only 14. It's only one playoff game and then the final game. And this is like a playoff game at the end of the season, like this. When it happens to be that the Loughborough Lightning are playing the let's see, yeah, the London Mavericks, week 13, and the one, I mean, and still, it's just the London Mavericks could really, yeah, I mean, wow, it's just, like, well, put them. Well, let's see. It's mostly. I don't. I don't think that trying to get the third is very nice, but they're not going to get the third on a win. It's 27 because right now they're at 24 points, and they're going to get 3 points. They get a win, 3 points, and that's going to be 27. And the Manchester Thunder are 28, but the Loughborough Lightning are 29. And yeah, I mean, they want to win too. The Loughborough Lightning really want to win also, just because they want to get into that first place. First place is going to be home. You get to play at home. So yeah, I mean, that's big. You got the familiar surroundings, the locker room, and everything. You don't have to figure it all out. Everyone has their quote unquote superstitions when it comes to the locker room. And yeah, I mean, they get to do their superstitions without like new territory. The visitors' locker room, you can only get someone to bless the room because you don't know what else. There's no others. I mean, they could maybe they put a curse on that room. You never know. Okay, so that was Lightning and Mavericks, and then in the next game, the Thunder and the Pulse. So you're looking at another. Wow, wow! The first place team is playing the third place team, and I mean that's a big game. That's another big. I mean, there are some big games in this round 13. And and Ernie, I thought, you know what? Before all this, I'm going to be honest with you, Ernie. Before I really looked into this, I thought, you know what, Ernie? It's too bad we can't just get to the finals closer because I don't think the next games mean much. And that I didn't look at the stand. I didn't look at it in depth like I am now in depth and looking at the standings and analyzing it. Now I'm like, whoa, no. There's a lot to play for still, lots to play for, and I mean, every game so far has been a good game for either it's the one team, but this one is both teams. It's not like the next one, the Rhinos and Dragons. Oh my gosh, Rhinos and Dragons. Oh my, right? I don't know what else to say, Ernie. Like we that is the game. There it is. It's the Leeds Rhinos and the Cardiff Dragons. I Wow. I mean, that is, well, if you're going to watch netball and that's your first netball game, well, that's fine. At least they're good teams. I'm Both of them are going to try, but does it matter in the grand scheme of the schedule right now? The who wins that game? Nah, it doesn't matter, Ernie, or a match, what do you call it? So yeah, I mean, well, it's we gotta move on to our next one, Ernie, and I'm gonna I, w- I mean, like, yeah, well, I have to cut this short because I'm probably getting too long. I didn't look at the minutes yet, but yeah, I did a lot of past. I did the scores, talked about the pathways for teams to get to the playoffs and importance of games, honesty, like look how honest I was, and honest. The fourth game is like, okay, it's not for the squeamish. I don't even know what that means. This is trying to be funny. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go to our next board, and I'm gonna hit pause, and this time we'll see if this one stays up. I mean, it's got a better mechanical thing, like they call it, the hold. We'll see if this one stays up. Alrighty, right. Got the next board up, which is the Australia Netball Australia and the Women's League, and we're in round 8 of 14. So yeah, you can see how we're 4 rounds behind. Okay, so on the Australian, so when England is finished, Ernie, we still have 4 more rounds. Australia and the finals, final. So we're gonna have we'll still have netball for a while, Ernie. We'll be okay. Okay, so we got our first game, the Sunshine Coast Lightning 67 and the Melbourne Mavericks 60. Okay, Sunshine Coast Lightning, good win for the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Let's see. I'm gonna look. We got the. Yeah, I didn't look at their standings. Let's see next. Okay. Um. Well, I'm looking now. Here's one. The NF. Did I get that one? Yeah. NSW Swifts 66. Adelaide Thunderbirds 64. Okay. So, Ernie, it's still early to talk about the second round, and if I mean, well, it's a tough one, Ernie. I mean, the Adelaide Thunderbirds. I mean, yeah, I mean well, I think they really wanted to win this one, and they came up 3 points short, and the NSW Swifts, they're just having such a good season. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I look correctly in the standings, I think the NSW Swifts are in first place. Yeah, I mean the Adelaide Thunderbirds. I mean, it's just one of those games where if the Adelaide Thunderbirds would have won this match, it would have been like I would have been like just going on and on about like wow, the Adelaide Thunderbirds, they won over they won a match at the end of NSW Swifts, which is in first place. And yeah, I mean, anytime a team plays wins a match over the first place team, that's a big deal, Ernie. Okay, so then we go to our next one. It's too early to talk playoffs, like right now. Okay, so we go to our next one, and it's the Giants netball 61, the Melbourne Vixens 71. I'm going to be saying a statement win for the Melbourne Vixens. I'm going to call it a statement win for the Melbourne Vixens on this one, Ernie. Yeah, I mean, I know Giants netball is not having the season that they really wanted. We'll look it up in a second. We're just gonna okay, but we're gonna go to the last game, which is the West Coast Fever, 82, and the Queensland Firebirds 65, and then you know what, Ernie? It's funny how Felix is blocking Queensland Firebirds. And if you're a Queensland Firebirds fan, you don't care. you're not. You're not saying shouldn't I? No, they don't want. Or they didn't want me to move Felix. They wanted Felix to stay there. They would have wanted me to position the board better, so I can get Queensland in. I'm like hey, Ernie, look at the score. Does it even like? I'm sure they want to be covered. You want to actually be covered on that one. No, it's not the Queens. See, it's the Q land, the Q land Firebirds lost, not the Queensland Firebirds. See, that's what the fans would be saying. And I mean, look at Felix. How you can ask Felix to move out of the way? No, I'm not asking Felix. Felix, you can wherever you want to be on that desk, you could be wherever you want on that desk. But it's Queensland Firebirds for those that really keep score out there. And why would you care on this one? Wow, that is just like wow. Now we're gonna need to go to the standings for sure. Because Ernie just, I mean, like it's just. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to. Where is it? Where's I need where's the ladder? I should have. There it is. Ladder. I don't know. It's hard for me to find the ladder on my own. I have to go back. Okay, there it is. It's on the same web page. It was weird how it was fine. So the Swifts, yes, the NSW Swifts, first place, Ernie. They played. They're 8-0. NSW Swifts are undefeated, Ernie. 8-0, total of 32 points. So they got 4 points for a win. 32 points. Okay, so and then that big win, the West Coast Fever, that's still in second place. That makes them 6-0-2. They have draws. They have a draw where I guess the England League didn't have draws. Okay, so 6-0-2, and they're yeah 24 points. That's the West Coast Fever, and then the Sunshine Coast Lightning at what is it 5-5. Oh no, don't do that to me. No, don't do that to me. Okay, there we go. Back to 5-5. Yeah, and of course they're gonna have 20 points. 5-5-0-5. Okay, and then the Adley Thunderbirds. Okay, but they're in fourth place. That means they're still in the playoffs. It's still early in the season. I understand that, but four wins but they got 16. But for whatever reason, they're ahead of the Vixens. And I'm gonna say maybe based on they must have played earlier. I didn't bother. I'm not gonna look it up, but take that one. That one has to be done pre-show where you look up stuff like that and did that knock you out a bit? Knock you over a bit, right? Anyways, maybe it did kind of move Ernie a bit. Okay, I gotta see in the video. I'll see it in the replay. Or okay, so I just gotta make sure everybody's okay after that sign that fell. I'm hoping this one doesn't do the same. This one will fall on the desk. If this one fell, Ernie, it would fall on the desk. But I'll make sure. I'll this time I'll react a lot quicker. And yeah, I mean, what kind of dangerous conditions we're putting these poor news presenters up. Oh my gosh. People are going to just be not happy with me. But this one's got a really good mechanical hold right there. It's not held by tape. This one, I tightened it up around this extra piece, the piece that sticks out here that holds the marker. And I tightened it real tight and twisted it on with the pipe cleaner, as I call it pipe cleaner. I don't know, Chanel's. I can't forget the name of it. Yeah, I mean, that was just held up by tape, and that was a big mistake. Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, Ernie, it's safe. It is 100% safe. I'm going to give it 100%. And Felix too. Not to worry. Felix is saying the odds of it happening again are slim and none, and slim left town. Okay, I'll take you. Thanks, Felix. Okay, so I mean, I really feel bad that you know it's like wow. Imagine if I had a real studio, I couldn't do that to the staff. Okay, the Vixens. Yeah, I mean, I mean the Vixens. Yeah, that was a nice big win over the Giants netball. But the Giants netball, one win. Okay, I went ahead. And the Giants netball, last place, and then one ahead. Okay, so after that, the sixth place, the Vixens are in fifth. Sixth place is the Melbourne Mavericks. And yeah, I'm looking at the Mavericks with that. They lost against the Coast Lightning, but they well it's still you just never know. You just gotta play on. But like the Firebirds, oh, the Queensland Firebirds, I mean 2-6 on the season so far, and like yeah, I mean this was just uh, that loss was just it's just that was such a statement win by the West Coast Fever. I mean, it's not. It's something that like the West, like if you're if they're the Queensland Fibers, next game they play, the I mean, I'm gonna see if they ever play this season again. I mean, you know what? They're gonna find a way if it's determining that they could determine something. If they're not playing the last game of the season, the Firebirds will try so extra hard. They have to like why after 75, 77. Like, did they slow down? Did they even try to slow down? Just pass, 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 and just shoot the last second. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That's what I would have done. And like I said, so I don't know. I didn't see the game, so yeah. I mean, okay. So and then looking after that, the Firebirds, yeah, and then the Giants netball. And, I mean, those two teams could already be. And it's not. It's like what are we? Round 8 of 14. Okay, yeah, 6 games remaining, and like with 6 games remaining, I mean, yeah, it just mathematically is one thing. That means a lot of teams losing, and one team here, the Queensland Fibers, the West, or the Giants, and that net. It was the Giants netball, or the Queensland Fibers winning outright all their games. And yeah, I mean that's not happening. And then, there's so much. There's so much now. I mean, it's just yeah, the odds are just horrible. And Felix will definitely. Oh, this fell over the light. Oh, the studio light fell over. Oh, Felix's light. Actually, it was kind of better. Yeah, I mean, I guess they need a cover for that. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why it was a dark. I wonder why Felix. I was wondering why Felix was in the dark. I'm going, yeah. Wouldn't I put light on Felix? And yeah, I mean, I forgot. Yeah, I mean, the studio light got knocked over. That's funny. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll go. Okay. So Ernie, we're gonna go pause, and then we're gonna go to the next sports news item. Alrighty, Ernie. Go back. We're gonna go back to sailing. I know, Ernie, it's been a while. I totally forgot about the Sail GP series. I probably missed San Francisco again. No, actually, I did last San Francisco last season, but we did New York. We did mention last season in the Sail GP series that they were in New York, and yeah, I mean they're going to be this time. They're in New York, June the 7th and 8th, which is going to be this Saturday and Sunday coming up. So next week we'll have results of the Sail GP that's in New York. And Ernie, I'm just like so excited because you know what's going to happen, that we're going to be able to watch it, Ernie. I'm going to guarantee that in Canada it should be on the TSN, the Sports Network, and the I've seen other Sail GP series of obviously when it was in Canada, and then they did show some other ones. And yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna be possibly recording it and then watching it at nighttime if I have something to do in the daytime. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching. I just love watching the Sail GP. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to yeah. I mean, it's gonna be nice to Saturday to watch TSM. TSM might just have the replay, so I might not have to. Like a Saturday night. Well, I don't know what's on Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night has the CFL game, Ernie. So yeah, we're gonna tape it in case. And then after the CFL game, which is Ernie, it's the Canadian Football League, and Ernie, yeah, I mean, we can watch the Sail GP after recorded, and we'll watch the Sail GP. and New York, and it's gonna, yeah, I mean, Ernie, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, so just you'll just have to wait for after it's gonna be. I think it's whatever it is. We'll see, Ernie. We'll see. Everything, Ernie. It's all up in the air, and we'll see. We'll just kind of go from there. And but either way, we're gonna go to our next sports news item, and we're now we're gonna hit pause, Ernie, and I'm gonna change the boards. Alrighty, Ernie. Okay, we're going to talk about the EHF, that's the European Handball Federation, and the Champions League series. I only right now, I forgot to look up the women's. I'll try to look up the women's as we next, but I know I have information on the men's. So there is a without going on the webpage now, but there is the yeah, it was it June 14th to the 15th in Cologne, Germany, and it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday 14th of June. It's the semifinals, and there's the two teams that are really hard to say their names. Now, Ernie, they're not they're not national teams, as in like what I'm trying to say, Ernie, is they're not national teams. Like it's not like a Germany versus England or Ireland versus Spain, something like deal like that. It's the leagues. There's a lot of leagues in Europe that for the team handball. Remember, it's not the handball with the hitting the squash ball against the wall. This is a sport. This is a really good sport and really coveted sport in some parts of Europe. And so well, I'm looking at. I finally, I'm so glad to get the info on it, and like it's, yeah. I mean, it's the when it's the Europe the big championships. They're like in December, January of the year, and like yeah, those are just like your snookers, your darts. Uh, they're in the same, and the surfing comes up like that. Where the best months are December, January, November, December, January. Will have the best months for the darts, and the best months because it's people, Ernie. It's about like people being around the television, and you got a better chance of people being around the television in wintertime than you do in the summer to watch darts and yeah, it's and handball. So I mean, right now it's like I said, the four teams and two. Okay, oh yeah, one was I should have just went on their webpage, but I mean, yeah, one. Okay, so I got the teams. I did get the teams here, and then um okay, so it was a say the one team for I didn't do it correctly, but there's there's a team in Germany and a team from France that like a league team they're playing in the first semi final series, and then then there should be another one. I didn't put it down. Oh, this is just horrible reporting. I'm doing horrible reporting. I didn't. That's just unacceptable reporting. I mean, I didn't put down the. I didn't put down the one of the second game, but I mean it's gonna be a while, so I do have some time. It's yeah, the 17th. Yeah, I can. You know what? I could talk about this the next edition of Sports News, World Sports News Attorney. I could bring it up again, the handball, because it's going to stay. Well, this is all going to stay, and I'll get more information, and then I'll get more information. I'm not going to look up the women's. This is going to take forever because it's going to. I don't know if the women's is like it's going on right now, but it's easy for someone to just go to the handball and the European Handball Federation, the EHF, go on their webpage. They even have a button watch live, but it's most. Uh, you're only lucky if it's. You can be lucky if it's to the YouTube channel, and if you're gonna go on the YouTube channel, the EHF, you can watch the highlights and yeah, I mean you can get all your information, and I mean, but we're a good starting point to know. Like if you just come on this program, you go, oh wow, like handball. I've heard of it. And they give somehow people have come across the idea there's a handball, but on this side of the globe, for whatever reason, it's I don't really remember it. I don't like I would be like beyond like surprised and going, wow, I wish I went to that high school. If there was a high school that played team handball in the gymnasium, I would have wished I went to that high school. I mean, or at least the high school I'm going to, can we play this sport? Why not? With netball and and Ernie is like I said, I mean, this is the idea of World Sports News with Ernie is it's all the sports that Ernie wants to view. This is what Ernie wants to view. Like any sport that's mentioned, Ernie wants to view those sports. Ernie doesn't want to see the NHLs, the NFLs, the NBAs. He says he leaves it for others, like especially the NFLs leaves it for the Coach Coyotes and the Festers and knock your mouse all around. Okay, so uh, I'm talking I'm talking the wireless mouse, folks. Wireless mouse. I should I should have a different name on that one. I don't like that. I don't like the word anymore. Well, I didn't mean to. I mean, I hit a plate that it's on. See, I hit the plate. I'll show the plate it's on. It was on this plate, and that's just for it's a good surface to move the mouse around, the wireless mouse around. And yeah, there's the cursor right above Ernie. I'll leave the cursor right above Ernie. Do they still call it a cursor? Little arrow. Well, anyways, it's not won't be seen on the monitor. It should be. Wait, yeah, it should be seen on the monitor. Let's see. Can the folks out there see it? We'll see. Okay, so Ernie, I'm all over the place. Okay, so yeah, uh we'll move on to our next sport, and I got that one lined up. It's darts, and I don't need to pause because it's the one below handball, and it's in Germany, the Euro Open, and yeah, I mean, okay, so we're gonna look at the information right there, where I put up where it said May 30th to June the 1st. Okay, so the Euro Open Germany, Ernie, that was a tough one. Also, I'm just glad to find the actual news item, the results, to be able to report on I was just going crazy to myself, going, "Oh my gosh, I can't find the info for darts." It 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 was. It took me at least 15 minutes, Ernie, to realize it wasn't part of the PDC tour, so I had to look somewhere else, and that took time too. So yeah, I mean, just to write that, Ernie, we're looking at half an hour of verifying information, looking all over the place in the internet, quote unquote, and 15 possible minutes of it, like up to 15 possible minutes or more of not realizing it's not part of the PDC, the Professional Darts Corporation, the PDC tour. So that usually my go-to. What hit it after a while, what struck me, what like got me reminded was that I wanted I I wanted to find anything for darts, and I took this one that said Germany, and then like I go, well, I got lots of time, and then the time came, and then it's like, wow, it took me. It's like, oh wow, what am I gonna do? It's gonna be blank board. That's gonna be like I'm gonna put more information on the finals for handball and try to fill up that board. But anyways, I'm gonna get to who actually. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look. Okay, I'm gonna look at. I have it written. I have it in my notes, and it's good. Oh, it's gonna be. Where is it? Where is it? I had the name. I had the name. Oh, don't do this to me. Of course I'm gonna do this to myself. I had the name. I thought I put the name down in my notes. Oh my gosh. What I I thought I put the name down and I didn't. So I'm gonna hold. Ah, my gosh. Okay, I got the name right here. Nathan Espanol. Okay, so Nathan Espanol. Okay, so that was the winner of this German tournament. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it was hard to find that info, but at least it wasn't like this. Like it's that's the difference between the highlighted tours. I say the PDC and this one is you're never gonna find this one unless you're in Germany on television or got satellite television. I'm gonna guarantee that one. That one is a tough one. It's not part of the PDC unless they live stream it on their YouTube channel. I never checked. I didn't check, but what I don't know what federation, like what dart league was holding this tournament, but it wasn't part of the PDC. It's kind of like the W. Like for me, when the next one we're doing surfing is the WSL is my go-to kind of source for what tournaments to highlight, and the PDC would be for darts, Ernie, where I would highlight the PDC darts. So I'm gonna hit pause, Ernie, so we can get on to the last board. Alrighty, Ernie. We're on our last board, and we're gonna go to surfing. And we got the words like this again: the highlights and live action. It's on the World Surf League YouTube channel. If someone goes to the WSL World Surf League YouTube channel, they get a lot of the highlights, and they can get some. There is surfing going on, but there's just not like these big events yet at the WSL. They just have a like. There's a lot of minor tournaments. I'm calling it. There isn't anything I really want to say. Hey, watch this tournament because I cannot guarantee anything on that tournament. Like is it the top players in the league of the WSL? I don't know. I don't do the research yet, but I know when there's a world championship, like the months again, December's starting with November's, the November's, December's, January's. You're looking at primo world championships, and that's when the surfing comes really in vogue. Where we're gonna see Ernie. There's gonna be highlighted like tournaments, like as in like I'll be mentioning the name. It'll be surfing, the country of origin it's in, the name of it, and then the title, the date of it. And but right now, there's just nothing to put like, oh, watch this turn. There is, like you said, you people could just go on the WSL website and you'll see what I mean by like, nah, it's like, what, like, what are you gonna highlight? I don't know. It's just a month. It's not the greatest of months, and for surfing to bring up their best for whatever reason, because winter's usually got more storms and the weather changes. But anyways, um, so I'm gonna just say this, Ernie, that we're going to say that like with the sail GP, and then we watch the surfing too. Like Ernie and we watch the surfing, and we're going to be watching the sail GPs, and I mean that's all. I mean that's the whole point of this program. Once again, is it's that if if we highlight a sport, it's a sport that Ernie likes to watch, and that's our sports news. That's our world sports news with Ernie. Like program. That's the program right there. That if it's and we once again, just as a note that Ernie, that some folks would say, why don't you just get D Laffy to do World Sports News, and then uh and Ernie to do Odd Sports? And I'm like, no, because uh I haven't come up with things yet for D Laffy, but like D Laffy will do NBA, we'll do NFL. Like we'll explain. We could explain. I'm not going to show videos. I'm just not going to show any videos or highlights. It's just not on this channel. So like I could explain the oddities, but Ernie once again has no interest in NFLs. But I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, like what are you going to do? Is well, if he could fill D Laffy could fill in World Sports News with D Laffy. Well, and I got well, yeah, and then Ernie could do the odd sport once in a while. If there's like, like the Ernie still wants to do all the donkey races, and I understand. I completely understand. I mean, and it's really hard to get like yeah, like D Laffy just to do donkey right, and that's it. Hey, it's Ernie would just love to be yeah. So what I'll do is I won't. Again, D Laffy be used for odd sports, but if Ernie wants to do something, then we'll substitute. Ernie Ernie will be going on doing the odd sport review like the donkey race, and D Laffy will do a world sports news like just a world sport a regular with whatever D Laffy. No, see, he doesn't care. D Laffy. It's not like it's going to be world sports news. With that filling in for Ernie would be D Laffy, and yeah, I mean we got to do the sports to we whatever, and well we'll see how it plays out. We'll play it all out, but yeah, I mean. It just no. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, all these like, yeah, we can't make all these insane changes all of a sudden. Ernie, I mean, sorry, I mean, Ernie doesn't mind. He would like to do odd sports, but Ernie, it's I know it's just it's like our CEO B Bunny, you know. Like there's a method that he come and it's the process and I'm saying Ernie we stay with the process and it's go and we're happy with the CEOB's bunnies process and we'll see where it goes from here. I mean, we couldn't do both, Ernie. I don't have time to do hot sport review anymore like I used to think I had. I don't think it would have just it would have took up so much time. I would have to, it would be another day's delay just for the odd sport review I have to find and it's just like I mean, yeah, I mean this is. I want to just get this loaded up on our YouTube channel, Sports News Review, Ernie. I mean, okay. So we're close to almost an hour, and that's okay. That's usually how it works with us because I'm usually just listen to it and manage videos. I go to the Sports News Review YouTube channel since I'm signed into that Sports News Review YouTube channel. I go to manage videos and I watch my videos like this one, and it doesn't count as a view. So that's what I'm happy about is that no one, like people, if there's someone sees like 4 views like that, I just seen, I don't know if they've been, I didn't look at the stats if they were like, how long did they stay and did they stay the full time? I don't ask people to stay the full. I don't ask for anything, Ernie. I don't ask for subscribers. I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for what else? Like whatever it is, like I don't like. It's just ask to please stay to the end. Get the so you can get the algorithm going. No, just I'm just doing whatever and continue doing it because it's fun. That's all. And look at that smile that Felix has because he knows it's his boat over and he's getting it's payday for him because he gets paid by the show. Oh, Ernie doesn't. Ernie, it's like that old case where Ernie was making. You're probably making more before this, like a lot more. But this is Ernie's just passion to highlight sports that like he wants to watch. He never like who would think Ernie and what is Ernie like? What sports does Ernie like to watch? Obviously, we know that Ernie likes to watch the like the odd sports more too, but we understand that. We're totally under. So yeah, I mean, we'll play. We'll see what CEOB Money has in store for other shows and review, and we all have our end of the year discussions, and we'll see from there where we go from next there and there. But until then, we're gonna say our goodbyes here for all three of us. That's Felix, that's sitting on top of the desk, for Ernie, who's standing behind the desk, and for yours truly. All three of us are saying thank you for watching World Sports News with Ernie. But for now, we're over and out.